Trading stocks could be a challenge even for the most experienced trader. But when you have the right tools and you have the right strategies, you can actually find consistent success. And one of those tools is the moving average, and it's one of the oldest and most commonly used technical indicators today. So what is a moving average? All it is, it's an indicator that helps smooth out price action. And it does this by filtering out the noise from random price fluctuations. And it does this by taking the average of a certain number of past price points, and it plots it as a line on a chart. And this line will be used to identify trends, quote, support and resistance levels, we'll talk about that later, or even potential trade entry and exit points. Now, there are several types of averages available. Each of them have their own characteristics when it comes to the calculation. And the most common type is the SMA, the simple moving average. And this takes the average of all the data points in an interval over a given period of time. So for example, if you have 20 days worth of closing prices for Stock IQ, and you want to calculate its 20 SMA over those 20 days, you just add up all the 20 closing prices, divide by 20, and that's your SMA value. We have other types. We have EMAs, exponential moving averages. They give more weight to recent data points. We have weighted moving averages. They assign different weights to different data points. We have the Hall moving average, and that uses a double smoothing technique. So how do we use them? Well, you're going to use them as part of an overall strategy. You look at longer term or short term trends in order to determine whether you should even enter into positions. So they can also be used as support and resistance levels. But like I mentioned, we're going to talk about this. If you look left on the chart, you're often going to see a support or resistance price level or a cluster that price is actually reacting to. Traders will also look at these crossovers between two different moving averages where one crosses below or above the other, and that's going to signal potential buy or sell opportunities. Now, the biggest benefit for me with moving averages is they help reduce the noise, and that's caused by the short-term volatility. So I can better focus on longer-term trends without getting distracted by the minor fluctuations in the price action. And of course, this is going to be dependent on the length of the average that you are using. Now, some traders will find success using multiple moving averages together along with other indicators like the RSI, the MACD, the stochastics, right? So there's plenty of ways that you can customize your trading approach. So let's take a deeper look into types of averages. So again, like we mentioned, it's just an average of the closing prices over a certain period of time. And usually that period of time is between 10 and 200 days. So there's a huge range there. So the longer the period, the smoother the line is going to be on the chart. Now, there's several different types of averages that can be used. And it's going to depend on your goals and your trading style. Like the simple moving average, my favorite, SMA. It's the most common type of average being used. It takes into account all the data points, gives equal weight to each of them regardless of when it happened. The EMA, the exponential, that's just going to give more weight to recent data points compared to the older ones. So it's a little bit more sensitive than the SMA. Weighted moving averages, WMA. Similar to EMA, but it assigns different weights based on how close they are to current price action rather than assigning equal weights like the SMA does. These actually tend to work well for short-term trend analysis because it does react quicker to price changes than either the EMA or the SMA. The triangular one, get more complicated, combines both the weighted and the simple average calculations together into one formula, and it assigns higher weights towards the middle values while still taking into account extreme values at both ends. Always don't need complication. The bottom line is whatever you use, you can use it different ways, and they should help you make better decisions. And understanding the types of averages available, I think it's essential. So how can we use the popular ones? The moving average crossover, it's still a popular strategy used by tons of traders. And it's based on the idea that when you have two different moving averages, when they cross, it signals a potential trend change in the instrument. So a buy signal will occur when the short term, the faster moving average, will cross above an already rising longer term or the slower moving average. On the flip side of that, the sell signal occurs when that short term average crosses below a falling longer term or slower moving average. Same thing. And you can actually use this to identify buying and selling opportunities in any stock. So for example, if I'm looking at Apple here and I notice that it's short term, the 20 period, the SMA is crossed above its longer term, the 50 period. Well, this could be interpreted as a buy signal for Apple or at least a bullish move. And I'd look for a price pattern after that. But on the other hand, if you see the 20 period cross below the 50 period, then we're looking at sells. But it's really important to remember that no matter what type of trading strategy you use, whether you're using technical analysis like these moving averages or fundamental analysis, doesn't matter. There's always risks. Okay, so proper money management techniques should always be employed all the time. What's the benefit? They provide an objective view of the market, and they can help you identify potential areas where price may reverse or consolidate before continuing. So one of the primary benefits is you can actually spot changes in price trends. You plot a line on a chart, it's easy to see when prices have crossed above or below the average. That can indicate whether momentum is increasing or decreasing. Another benefit, it's pretty easy to identify entry points into trades. So when price moves above or below the average, it often signals either an uptrend or a downtrend that could present trading opportunities. It depends on your strategy, of course. At the same time, if price remains within a certain range near the average, well, this could signal consolidations, but that could also present trading opportunities. And that depends on how far away from the averages prices are moving. There's drawbacks, they're lagging. So they're not always going to accurately predict future price movements since they're based on past data. So for example, if the current trend in the market is up, but the moving average is showing that it's down, well, this could mean trouble for traders who are relying solely on the indicator because it's not reflecting the true direction of price. Another issue when you use multiple types of moving averages at once is you get these conflicting signals, and that can confuse you. Instead of helping you make better choices, it just confuses you. So for example, if two different types of moving averages are showing different trends, well, which one are you going to trust? Which one are you going to follow when you make your decision? Finally, they don't take into account other factors, like news or economic data releases. That could have an impact on prices in either direction over time. So that's going to affect how reliable those indicators are right now. What's the most accurate average? Really, I'll be honest with you, it just depends on your trading style, your goals. But as a rule of thumb, the longer term averages like the 200-day or the 50-day, they're going to be more reliable than shorter term ones like the 10-day or 5-day or even the 20 period. So these longer time frames, right? These longer periods, they can help identify longer term trends in the stock price movements. But on the other hand, shorter periods may be better suited for day traders who want to take advantage of the short term fluctuations. They'll look at using EMAs, for example. What's this 5-8-13 EMA? So this is basically an approach, helps identify trends, and it works by taking the average of the closing prices over a certain period of time, which is the 5-8-13, and plots them on the chart. So when these lines cross each other or when one line moves above or below another line, it can signal either an uptrend or a downtrend starting. And most traders will actually look for these lines to be trending in the same direction in an orderly way, as we can see here on the chart. To wrap this up, the best way to use an average is understand how it works, what makes up the calculation, because when you understand the pros, the cons, and the calculations, traders should then test the best way to use them that fits their own trading objective. Personally, I use them to spot consolidations. I'll use the 10, the 20, the 50. And when price gets close to those, it means it's been going sideways for a period. I'll also look for when price is whipping around the averages. They're an effective tool for traders who want to analyze trends in the prices of stock to ensure that you are trading a trending market. But you need a trading strategy, right? You just don't throw a moving average and just have no approach to it. And there's some drawbacks, of course. They're lagging. There's some false signals, but they are probably the most popular and technical analysis tools that you could get today. But let me tell you, a lot of technical indicators are overused, all right? So one thing you might want to look at is this free guide we have. It's called the Ultimate Guide to Price Pattern Trading. It's totally free. I think it helps find ideal entry points with low risk, creates a lifetime of trading income using patterns and price action. You really can. It's a free guide. Download it now. And it's a pretty decent addition to using technical indicators like the moving average we just talked about. Make sure you hit like and subscribe. We'll talk to you soon.